If you've been wondering what living lighter actually looks like, not the concept, not the theory, but the actual day-to-day reality of it, stay with me. Because after the last few episodes, I know the question that's been sitting with you. You've released the old identity. You've stopped hiding. You've named the optimization trap, that thing where even your rest had to be productive. And now you're asking, what does the other side actually feel like? Let me show you. For decades, most of us woke up to a list, not a morning. A list. What needs to get done? Who needs something from you? What you should have finished yesterday? What you need to get ahead of for tomorrow? Even the things that were supposed to be restful, the walk, the bath, the quiet cup of tea, became one more thing to do well, one more line item, one more project. We learned to treat our own lives like something to manage, something to optimize, something to get through. And when everything is a project, nothing is just yours. So here's what living lighter actually looks like. Not someday, not on vacation, on a Tuesday. You wake up and you don't reach for your phone immediately. Not because you're disciplined, but because you're not bracing for anything. There's no inbox of demands waiting for your attention before your feet have even touched the floor. You make coffee and you sit with it. Not scrolling, not planning, not mentally running through the next 6 hours. Just warm hands around a warm cup and the sound of the house before anyone else is awake. Maybe a bird outside, maybe nothing at all. A thought comes, something you've been meaning to handle. And instead of grabbing it, filing it, adding it to a mental list, you let it pass. It will come back if it matters. And if it doesn't come back, it didn't. Then midday arrives and you notice you're tired. Not exhausted. Just the kind of tired that for most of your life you push through without asking permission. And here's the shift. Instead of pushing, you sit down. Not because you earned it, or because you finished the list, and not because someone told you it was okay. You sit down because your body said rest, and for once, sis, you listened. Nothing productive happens during this time for 20, maybe 30 minutes. Nothing gets checked off. And that's the point. Later, you run an errand, something simple, groceries or the post office, and you catch yourself not rushing. You let someone merge in front of you. You take the long way home because the light is beautiful and you want to see it a little longer. This is not a fantasy. This is not what life looks like after you've solved everything. This is what becomes possible when you stop treating your own existence like something to conquer. So, what actually comes back when you stop performing your own life? You notice things again. The way afternoon light hits the kitchen table at a certain hour, and you realize it's been doing that for years, and you never stopped long enough to see it. A song comes on, something you haven't heard in decades, and you don't skip it. You let it play. You remember where you were the first time you heard it. You might even sing along, badly, because no one is listening, and no one is grading you. Something your granddaughter said 3 days ago, something so funny you laughed until your stomach hurt, comes back to you, and you're smiling about it again at a red light, for no reason, for the best reason. Then you notice you're hungry and you eat something, not what you're supposed to eat, not the optimized or healthy version of lunch, but what you actually want, and you don't calculate it afterward. Now I want to pause here, because I know what some of you are thinking. This sounds like doing nothing, or giving up. This sounds like what happens right before everything falls apart. Sis, I need you to hear this clearly. Living lighter doesn't mean you stop contributing. It doesn't mean you abandon your responsibilities or stop showing up for the people who count on you. It means you stop carrying weight that was never yours to carry. The weight of other people's expectations. The weight of proving your worth through output. The weight of being the one who holds everything together while no one holds you. That weight? That was never yours. You just got used to it. Here's what I've come to understand. For Black women over 50, Resting is not just rest, it's resistance. We come from generations of women who were not allowed to stop, who couldn't say no, who couldn't say I'm tired, who had to perform competence, strength, and availability even when they were running on empty. When you sit down in the middle of the day for no reason, you're not being lazy. You're breaking a pattern that goes back generations before you. When you let a thought pass without turning it into a task, you're not being irresponsible. You're reclaiming a boundary that was stolen from the women who came before you. This is not small, and it's not trivial. This is what freedom actually feels like. Not in theory, not on a vision board, but in your actual body, on an actual Tuesday, in the life you are actually living, right now. You're not being lazy. You're experiencing what alignment actually feels like in real time. If this message resonated with you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps more Black women over 50 find this space. And we need more of us in rooms where we're allowed to put everything down. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.